often notice when you're dealing with a narcissistic individual, it's like dealing with a toddler that you are not allowed to discipline. They tend to be coming from the thought process of a toddler, and sometimes there is no reasoning with them. There is no getting them to see your point of view. You've just got to leave them to lash it out to themselves until, well, they'll still come and try and manipulate you and get their own way with you. A few ways that narcissistic individuals don't tend to leave that toddler stage in their mentality is by them needing that constant attention. Where you get that child, that toddler that is doing something that's mummy, 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 look at me, daddy, look at me, daddy, look at me. That is like a narcissistic individual. Whatever they are doing for you, they're doing it so that they get that praise and that recognition and that attention. Toddlers, you can often catch them eating that bar of chocolate that you told them they could not have before their dinner, with it smeared all over their face, all down their top, and you can turn around and say, what have you eaten that chocolate for? I said you couldn't have it. And they will sit there and deny all knowledge. I didn't touch it. I thought you said I could have it. And they'll blame their sister or their brother for giving it to them. Narcissistic individuals also refuse to take responsibility. You can go to them with facts and evidence and they will still deny all knowledge. Toddlers can throw tantrums to try and manipulate their parents into getting their own way. Narcissistic individuals will throw major childlike tantrums in order to get their own way. Toddlers can easily sulk if they feel like they're not getting their needs met, and a narcissistic individual will happily throw the almighty sulk in order to get their needs met because they feel like you're not serving them. You'll often notice with toddlers, it's not particularly that they lack empathy, they're just learning to develop skills. So some toddlers are very empathetic towards others from a young age. Others are still developing it, so they might not show that concern. Narcissistic individuals only show the concern if there's an audience and they feel that there's a need to make themselves look good. Toddlers often have an inability to share with other people. However, they will happily snatch from other people. They struggle with taking it in turns. Narcissistic people only like taking things in turns if it benefits them. So they're allowed to share. You should share them. They're allowed to have multiple partners. However, they don't have to share you. You should purely just be giving them your undivided attention. Toddlers tend to have a difficulty understanding the word no. They're developing, they're learning, they're understanding, they're becoming socialized in the culture that they're growing up in. Narcissistic people tend to have a difficulty understanding no. They have no respect for your boundaries. Toddlers, due to their developing communication skills, can become easily offended. Narcissistic people tend to lack communication skills because they're just feeling entitled to have everything their own way. Therefore, they become easily frustrated. Toddlers can be envious of other children. Why do they get to do that? Why are they doing that? Why have they got that? Why haven't I got that? Again, it's a learning curve. It's a process that a lot of toddlers go through. With a narcissistic individual, they tend to not grow out of this stage and they will seek to destroy for another what they haven't got for themselves. Toddlers can have difficulty regulating their emotions. They haven't learned that skill set yet and they might lash out, just like a narcissistic individual will. A toddler might invade your personal space. Now, some toddlers aren't that cuddly. Some toddlers will jump on and want to cuddle no matter what you're doing. They're young, they're learning, they're developing. With a narcissistic individual, as they struggle to understand no, they struggle to respect your boundaries, they will invade your personal space and they will get offended when you say no to them, and they will turn around like a toddler and say, well, don't come to me next time you want something. They are the kind of adult that will turn around and say, it takes one to know one, because they are like that toddler. They're an adult trapped in a child's body. Their mindset doesn't seem to develop past the age of 5.